All right, so this morning other streaming services are being cranky, and so I am streaming here on YouTube just as something different. So if you had that 30 seconds at the beginning, sorry about that. You hopefully will be able to just ignore that or fast forward or whatnot. I have a project to share with you, and I'm a little bit like off kilter here with where comments are and stuff, because this is like the second time I've streamed on Facebook. So we'll just carry on. Oh good, I see there's people here. Hey Robin, hey Tracy. Okay, yay. So hopefully people will jump on over and find us. Whoosh. Thank you guys for being here on this Tuesday morning, which is like Monday in the LovenStamps studio. So yes, welcome to Monday. The stamp set that I have to share with you today is Ocean Friends, and I'm quite excited about the project that I'm going to share with you. It's not a card, it's a really great alternate kind of project, and it uses these gift bags, this gift bag combo pack that came out as an online exclusive in the last couple of months. And I don't think that these guys have gotten enough attention. So we're going to make a bag today. We are going to use our Soft Waves 3D embossing folder, and we're going to texture these bags. Now you might be thinking those bags are really thick at the bottom. Meg, I don't see how that's possibly going to work. So I'm going to give you the trick for that, and then we're going to go ahead and we're going to decorate these all out. So as always, there's a link in the video description for all the supplies that I'm using, and you are welcome to click on through, and yeah, welcome to the YouTube Maker Mornings with Meg stream. So all right, I'm going to flip our camera down so that you can see what we're doing here, and we are going to, oh hey Rochelle, we're going to go ahead and start with our bags. So first things first, the bags come in two different sizes. They come in these larger ones, and this is about the same size as a card front, which is great because this is a size that stampers are used to working with. And then we also have these small bags, and they are a little bit on the smaller side. Let's see, they are about 3 1/4 inches wide and about 3 3/4 inches tall. They have a nice wide base, so you can put lots of stuff in them. But those wide bases mean that if you were to put this into your Soft Waves, and if you can't see it, here's the Soft Waves embossing folder photo. If you were to put this in your folder and do this, you're not going to get very good texture, first of all, and then you're also going to have a hard time getting this. Well, first of all, it's hard on your folder. Second of all, you're not going to get good texture from it. So what we're going to do is we're going to use these. We're going to break the rules a little bit, but not our folder. I'm going to show you how to do that, and we're going to use these sideways. So what I've got here is a folder, and I've opened the bag bottom, and we're going to put it through our machine like this. Now, there are a couple extra cautions that you usually don't have to worry about when you are working with the embossing folders, because of the way we usually teach to use these. All right. So usually you've probably heard me say, or heard someone say, that you're going to always put your folder in with a hinge first. Okay. So what that does is it protects the hinge. It means the hinge can't get caught on the side. It can't drag along the edge of your die cut machine and get damaged. So when you do this technique, you're going to want to be very careful, because you do not want to damage the hinge of your folder. So when you're using 3D embossing folders, you're going to use that number 4 plate. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop this on here. I'm going to slide this so that the end of my bag is here, so that it's not causing any thickness. And I'm going to make sure that this hinge is a little bit inside, or right inside there, so that it doesn't rub against the edge of my die cut machine. Okay, so now I'm going to crank this through here. I'm going to give this a shot, and comes through the other side. And let's take a look at what we've got here. I have my folder, and now I have my really pretty texture here. Now there's a little bit of a difference in the middle, because obviously it's not quite as thick here because of the bag folds. That's okay, it's going to work out. If it really bothers you, you can take your bag and you can open it flat. Before you do this trick, you can fold it out, this way, and get those corners pinched like this, and then you could go ahead and put your bag through this direction, and you're not gonna end up with a difference in there, but I actually kind of like this sort of centering effect that it's gonna give us. So you could go either way, but that's how you're gonna texture these. And so now let's get this out of the way and pop this on here. So we're going to bring back in our Ocean Friends goodies here, and I'm going to use the dies from this set. These dies coordinate here. They cut out the lobsters and the crabs from the stamp set as well as from the designer series paper. And I am going to go ahead and we're going to use the big coral background part, and we're going to go ahead and die cut this through the magic of television. I already have this done. Now when you use a die like this, that is, how many of you guys have used wax paper before with your dies? What you're gonna do in that case, you're gonna put a piece of wax paper here, you're gonna put your die on top, and you're gonna run through. And what that does is it just means that it's really easy to get this cardstock to release from the die itself, so you're not doing a lot of poking. So for something like this, I usually use a wax paper, maybe 1 every 3 cuts. So this is gonna fit here. All right, now we have this like plain spot here at the bottom that bothers me a little bit. I don't know if it bothers you guys, but I want to go ahead and cover that up. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring in some designer series paper. So the papers for this suite are absolutely gorgeous. You saw me use them on this card that I shared last week actually, and this background paper as well as our little lobster friend. So I'm going to use one of the other papers here this time. We're going to use this one with all the little coral and plants and kelp and so forth on it, and I'm going to cut a piece of cardstock here that is going to go across the front like this. And I'm going to go ahead and attach this down here at the bottom of our project. All right, so I'm going to take my glue, I'm going to pop this across here and add this on. Okay, anyway, oh hey Marguerite, glad you found me here. Okay, so we have our base here, and now we have our little bits of greenery. And now I'm going to go ahead and bring in one of our die cut animals. And like I said, the dies from this set coordinate perfectly with the designer series paper. And so we are going to go ahead and through the magic of television, I have one here already die cut. We're going to go ahead and pop this onto our little treat bag. So I'm going to grab some multi-purpose liquid glue. Remember, if you can see it, it is enough. That is how I like to think of this glue. It's really, really strong stuff. And I'm gonna pop it on about here, I think. Okay. And then it takes a second to grab, so I'm just gonna set this on top. Now, we're gonna have our little crab friend that's gonna sit on here. And then to go with that, we want to have a greeting. And I'm gonna use the little thanks so much. This is a really cute project you could use for a favor, for a party, a shower, a little under the sea theme. And I'm going to use my Bee Builder punch, which is linked in the video description as the version that you can order. But this is also one of the more to celebrate versions. So these were just announced on February 4th, more things that you can get under celebration, which are really, really exciting to see. So make sure you check those out, and that's going to be a different number. You won't use the product number in the video description. And we're going to go ahead and use our little word bubble here as a word bubble, and we're going to pop this up onto our project this way. So now I'm going to go ahead and stamp, and I'm going to bring this in here and do our little thanks so much. I'm going to go ahead and cut this out, and fussy cutting, remember, keep your scissors in one place. I don't turn my scissors, I only turn my paper with my free hand. And I want to do this because I want the word bubble, but the word bubble is too small for my greeting. So we're going to put our greeting over the top of it and have it sit like this. So let's pop some dimensionals on the back of these little treat guys. And we're going to have our little crab sitting here, our little word bubble. All right, so we have, I'm going to tilt it just a little bit. There we go. All right, see where we're going here? And then I'm gonna go ahead and add some hearts. Because we have our Bee Builder punch, we might as well, right? Those things at the top that are the wings and the antenna in the bee stamps make really, really cute little hearts. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna pop these down here on our little treat box. And this one works best with a mini Stampin' Dimensionals. I'm gonna pull one of these out here. I didn't put dimensionals in the link for supplies, but I think you guys will see that. Yay! It's so fun to see some YouTube friends as a live here. So, all right. So now we have this cute little gift bag, which would make a great thing for if you were doing like an appreciation meal or an event or something. You could have these little table favors, fill them with something. You could even have like green tissue coming out of the top, would be really cute. I'm going to give you an easy way to finish off the top of the bag though. And reminder that when you order at least, well, if you order any amount, you get PDF tutorials from me via email that will give you the directions for our featured projects for the monthly tutorials. And of course, Ocean Friends is my feature for right now. I'm looking for my ribbon. Where did it go? Oh, here it is. And then if your order is at least $50, then you get 2 projects in the mail. And this is one of the projects that you'll get in the mail from me. So remember, all those perks are available as part of the order that you place. So let me pull this across here. There are things like all blowing up in the background right now. Oh, goodness. Welcome to a new week, right? All right, so I'm gonna fold that under and pull the end through, trim off the messy end. And then I'm gonna take this ribbon and I'm actually gonna go around and put it through from the front. So this is gonna give us a little bit of a different closure. If you want to put 2 handles on here and tie 4 knots, you can. This is a really simple way to do, have you seen fancy gift bags like this? Sometimes at a nice boutique, they'll have one with like a crossover handle like this. It's just a little bit different. So 1 knot goes to the front, 1 knot goes to the back, and then the loop in the middle kind of sits nicely across the bag. See how that works? So when you open the bag, you can open it like this and get things in there. Otherwise, here we have our bag fully closed, all right? So here, this is our bag for today. I have a couple other samples to share with you. One, I trimmed the edge here and popped it onto the other side. And so now we have this version here where there is greenery on both sides of our bag. And then there's also a second larger size. So if you're getting this kit in the mail, you might get the larger size bag. You might get the smaller size bag, but either way, the pieces will all be in there for you. And this is a really cute thing to go ahead and put together. So if you haven't seen the project that I shared last week, this is one of the other projects included in that PDF tutorial series. You can go back on the YouTube LovenStamps YouTube channel here and go ahead and check that out, or on the LovenStamps blog for more details there. But anyway, thanks for bearing with me this morning. Sorry we're a little choppy to start. It took me a little while to get these cute guys out there. So hopefully we'll get our technical glitches sorted out soon, and then have things ready to share with you. So, all right, guys, happy stamping.